And record. All right, we're going in raw, people.
Going in, we going in. What up, what up?
Do we have a topic?
Yeah. But let's just get the... I didn't get my intro first, though. It's Don Daniel, y'all.
It's got some Spanish chick moaning in the background. His, was it Jungle Fever? Jungle Nights? Jungle Boogie? The song he wanted.
Oh, I'm not sure if I ever heard it.
I don't know. It wasn't even that good.
All right.
So he was the male stripper in New York.
He's a male stripper.
Oh. Interesting. Would
Oh,
you ever do that? Would you ever be a stripper?
Yeah, but I don't think I got the body for it.
Oh, wait, but if they wanted you, you'd be like, all right.
I'll just be that one real. It would be like that skit with was it Chris Farley and Fabio
with what was it, Chippendales?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you would do it?
Yeah, but how do they keep their dicks hard all through the whole thing? That's
They do?
I don't know what they do. They must be doing something to keep the packages nice.
No. Like they have to be hard for the whole dance?
No, I mean I guess not hard, but when they're walking around, they have to have a good bulge going on.
Yeah. Do they just not have a natural bulge?
I mean, I guess there's a few, but no, you can't have so many brides just walking around with a bulge.
It's like,
And you got the air conditioner on, and come on now, it's just simple physics.
one of them's drinking a slushie, and he puts it by his junk. Oh no, it's shriveling up! Damn it, Justin, get out of here!
Have like a little get the blow dryer.
Have you ever blow dried your penis?
Nah, have you?
I don't remember. I feel like that's something you would remember, but I don't.
Yeah, where you're like trying to dry your pubic hair and start blow drying it. How long can your pubic hair get? Does your pubic hair get like Japanese?
No. But mine curls, which theirs is just straight, which it's just like
that is.
It doesn't look good.
I'm jealous. I want it because I got the most curly pubic hair. Let me see. I guess we're about. Nah, I'm definitely way curlier than your pubic hair.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Let me see a little pelvic bone. Yeah, just a pelvic bone.
Okay.
Let me see. We gotta know. No homo, but we just gotta. I just gotta see Chris's pelvic bone. Let me see how curly. I know I got a lot of.
In front of I'm sure the FBI's watching. Oh yeah, Chris.
This is why we spy on people's computers. Finally.
He always puts a Band-Aid over the camera.
Finally, some action. Oh yeah, I'm way curlier than you.
But I kind of snipped a bit.
All right. So, but yeah, why? I mean, I guess not black people, Japanese people got their hairs. They're on the heads really straight, not the head on their head, not the head on their penis. So I guess their pubic hair is really.
I guess
it's like lion's mane, man.
But it just looks odd. And I want to just go around telling people at the onsen no, or at the toilet where you're just like, you look over and you're like, ooh, that's a lot of hair. And it just sticks straight out.
They do have a lot of pubic hair on toilet seats.
Is that why Japanese girls are so bad at blowjobs?
Because they're so used
Because they're like, I don't want to get near that hair poking me in the eyes.
The hair.
But then for us, they're like, oh, it kind of curls away from the eyes. That's okay.
Long eyelashes.
Girls love my eyelashes. Like, they curl so much naturally.
Yeah.
And I just tell them, I don't give a shit. They're like, no, we want the curly
I
eyelashes.
don't pay attention, but I guess girls, they don't have natural eyelashes?
Natural curly ones?
I don't know. What's wrong with women?
They
really
disgusting.
are. They are really the uglier creature.
Filthy pigs.
Filthy. We know we use makeup. They do.
Hey, how come guys just, even if you're obese, you still got that glow?
It's just natural happiness. Girls just have a natural negativity about them. Just comes out. Eats their soul. That's why they try to get guys and spread the negativity. You must fight these hoes.
Yeah, well. Oh, shit, we're recording?
Oh, yeah.
All right, what's the topic? We're doing the stereotypes.
Yeah, I guess let's might as well do it. You started off. I don't know where to start.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, there was like some dumbass Facebook thing as always. Like, it was like one of those lists again. I don't know why they keep popping my fucking feed, but it's like I guess because I click them just for sport. Then I'm like, fuck. It was like it was like 10 culture shock things you'll miss when you leave Japan. But
was child pornography one of those?
that was actually number 2.
Oh shit! What was number 1? Ramen.
But the list was so goofy. I guess it was one of those dumbass lists. Like, okay, what?
Was it where the guy's editor was like, "You got to give us a list in a week," and he's just like, "I don't know." What were some of the things?
It was stupid stuff like you'll miss you'll miss not tipping. I get that was a real one. That's a real one.
Yeah, but I don't think they really tip in Europe either. I think it's just America because we don't pay our employees.
Well, another was like you'll miss the silence. Yeah, like silence
on the train, because I would say the people outside my apartment at night are not so silent.
Yes, I was like, wait, nah, I it's too far deep in my feed. I can't find it anymore.
How did that? Is the silent thing just from the train during business hours?
Dude, the train is not quiet.
I mean, sometimes it is when there's not a lot of people. But,
yeah.
But like, I go to work at about 11:30, so everyone's at work already then. So it's like obviously it's gonna be quiet.
Or like when it's early in the morning, like it's fucking
and everyone's hungover.
It's like it's 8:00. No one wants to fucking bullshit. It's the same. Do people just talk loud on New York trains?
I think places like New York or London or someplace are just more loud than other parts of the world, maybe.
But at 8:00 in the morning, I
don't know.
I see why I don't live in New York, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure. So if I ask someone, they'll say no. Like
the only difference I remember from New York was like people would sing for money on the trains.
Well, that's a special thing.
Or like play a saxophone or something. I was like, what are you doing?
He trying to get that money.
Which when I was with my friend, there was a guy that came on and he was like, this is in New York. He was like, yeah, I don't have enough money to get off the train. Can someone help me out? And I was like, he's just begging people? And
wait, is it the ticket to get on and off?
His story has so many holes.
Wait.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And she was like, oh, I've seen him on here before. He just gets on. He's like, give me some money. And eventually everyone was like, this fucking asshole. So he was like, you guys are making it really hard for me. And I was like, is he going to start knifing people? But he just like went to another car. And I was like, God, New York is weird.
Making it really hard for me.
Yeah, that was really shocking. I was like, oh, okay.
Don't give him my contact. He's like in your face.
But yeah, I've never seen that kind of behavior on the trains here, but
I have.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, actually, our friend Jeremy from episode 5 sent me a picture of when he came to visit. It was like 2 p.m. and there was a Japanese guy passed out drunk, like on the floor. And he took a picture of him. It was like, oh, that's lovely.
I had a few drunken Japanese guy pictures on my phone.
Those are always fun.
I had a collection going on for a while. I don't know what happened to those pictures.
I get collections of like bad English, but I guess you were like, I'll just get pictures of bad people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's like remember I sent you the Snapchat of like those old men rumbling outside of my apartment?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, it's not quiet. Like, I don't know where you're going.
Or remember that picture? Well, I mean, this is not nothing with noise, but the Sento pic. It's just a bunch of old people.
Yeah,
but they're like leaning over and like struggling to stand up like a bunch of zombies. I'm like, going. I'm like, is the Sento that good? Like, goddamn, I know it's good. I like it, but they're like dying.
Yeah. All right, let's let's think of some. This is a obvious one that we have to deal with. Japanese are small.
Nah, it's
I think they think everyone here is like 3 foot tall.
Yes, must be.
Like I bang my head on the stupid doorway almost every day.
I don't know, but I see like teenagers that are taller than me. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, but I'm a bigger frame, so I can still kick your ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, not everyone here is tiny.
No, not at all. It's actually very. If you're normal in, like, I got many short friends, but if you're normal in America, you'll be normal in Japan.
Yeah.
That song "I'm Big in Japan" was a lie.
Yeah.
Don't get your hopes up.
I mean, I'm big here, but I'm also above average in America.
Yeah, you're a big motherfucker even for America standards.
But Japanese people always go like, "Oh, this is probably the average." I'm like, no.
And like, it's weird because I'm very average size.
Oh.
I guess, right? Yeah, and so like, I'll literally stand at my school. I'll literally stand next to a male Japanese teacher.
Yeah.
Who's my size or maybe even a few inches taller.
Oh, really?
But because I guess I'm foreign, the kid's like, "How tall are you?" I'm like, "I'm the same size as teacher." I'm like, "Ah, like 180."
Be careful. We talked about this.
I'll tell them, they're like, "Oh, Deka!" I'm the same size as this teacher right here.
They have no reservations about just saying huge.
Yeah.
Like one was with you actually.
Beer.
All right.
Keep talking.
All right.
Keep talking.
He's getting a beer. All right, I'll tell the one that wasn't with you. So I was at a cafe that I frequented in Amemura, and I knew the owner. He was really, or not the owner. He was just like a manager, but he was really cool. And I went up to pay my bill, and these two girls sitting close to the registers just look straight at me, and they go, "Dekai," and I was like, even if I didn't know Japanese, I can see you looking at me going, big. Like,
Chakalis.
Do you think I'm stupid? Then there was another one. Me and you went to see a movie, and we were in the elevator, and it was like a man and his wife, and one of them was like, Dekai ne. And the other was like, oh yeah, Dekai desu ne. And I'm like, I kept looking back at him like, I'm in the elevator. Do you think I can't hear you? Like it's just so weird. Why would you say that?
But I will say this: a lot of Europeans that come to Japan
are big as shit.
They're big as shit, man. Like these
scare me.
Europeans are like
Swedes and whatnot.
Yeah, they're fucking big.
Like they're like average is 6'7". Like what the average?
Like when I see like there is some when the Europeans come over, it's like is every European this tall, or does just a tall one say, "Let's go to Japan"?
But Riku was small. He was young.
Oh yeah, he was small.
Maybe Finns are smaller. I don't know.
Oh,
could be.
Is that the challenge? Our Finn, who's big, who's taller?
Well, but the other Finnish guy was pretty small too. Which this guy got pulled over by the police for riding a bike, and he had a He lived with a family at Kansai Gaide, and so he would ride their bike, like they let him ride it. And you know, in Japan, you have to have like the sticker on your bike that says like this is your bike. Well, like it wasn't his bike; it was a Japanese family's bike. So the police pulled him over, and they're like, "Whose bike is this?" And he's like, "I think his Japanese was okay enough to talk."
My mom's.
He was like, "Yeah, the Japanese family," and they're like, "Whose bike is this?" And like eventually they had to have him call the family, and they're like, "No, we let him ride the bike." And he's like, "Okay." It's like that's a weird thing to like pull someone over for.
Yeah, bastards. This was this around the college area?
Yeah, the Kansai area. So they're probably like these fucking thieving foreigners. Which
riding bicycles to school.
If you stole a bike, would you just ride it around town? But yeah, so like there's a Japanese thing where they think they're like dwarves, I guess.
I guess they must see themselves as dwarves or something. Yeah.
Because if I think about it, my grandparents are the same height as like Japanese grandparents.
Yeah.
I think people were just smaller back then.
I got some friends. I'm like, hey man, they're like, you're probably so big in Japan. I'm like, nah, man, if you come over here,
Yeah.
you might get stepped on.
This is weird because like there's some urinals where I'm bigger than the urinal. Like I can't pee into it because like my penis.
Chris, you
is
were
like
drunk.
at the
Those
top.
were the child urinals. What it was? Just some little disappointed kid looking like, what's he doing? Chris is like, my dick got bigger. Look at the size of the urinal.
Oh, I compare it like it was so small back in America. But it's weird, like, because Japanese urinals don't have the dividers. Do they have dividers in Maryland?
I mean, case by case.
Okay.
Case by case.
But sometimes my students will walk in to pee, and I'm like, ooh, hope they don't, like, look over at my penis. And then go back to their parents and go, Chris Sensei's penis is huge. I saw it in the bathroom.
It doesn't have the skin on the tip. It's a skinless dick. The kid starts, it's a skinless dick. Like, what?
How do you explain circumcision to a Japanese person? Like, they just don't do it here, so.
Like a person that never seen, like, an uncircumcised dick?
Yeah, but you'd be like, well, in America,
his dick is sick.
the doctor just takes a snip of it with the scissors.
Or they look at it like, that looks pretty
That looks
cool.
better.
That does look better. Like, like a good shirt. Like, okay, it does. It does look nice.
Oh, it's the difference between ironing your shirt and leaving it wrinkled.
Oh!
All right, last comic standing. I'm next. I'll be on this.
Oh shit, that's a
it's
good
like-
one.
Uncircumcised dick is like leaving your shirt wrinkled.
Oh shit, that's good.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that in the future.
Oh shit. Please credit me.
I will, but I'm just not in a joke, but just in conversation. Like, yeah, have you ever seen a wrinkled shirt?
Yeah, well, look at
I don't know dick.
Okay, so yeah, that's a stereotype. Japanese people are small,
Cool.
and it's like all foreigners aren't big either. Like, aren't there a lot of like, what is it? Is it Mexicans or South Americans who are like kind of smaller?
Oh, Chris, I don't want to say. I don't want to say. Yeah, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's so stupid. Where it's like you can't even bring up facts anymore. Well,
Facts.
Well, on average, they're like 1 or 2 inches smaller than European people. Like,
Yeah, but nah. I don't know what part of Mexico it is. Is it Mexico? But there is like a short, stouty
yeah.
kind of Mexican.
So it's like, what foreigners are you talking about? But I think
They're all the same.
I think to them, foreigner is just non-Japanese and Chinese. Like those are the only, and maybe Indian. I don't know. I don't think they really differentiate between American and European and African and Australian.
They ain't got time for all that shit. We're like, hold on.
Which, okay, this is off topic. Do you like that Gaijin is just non-Japanese, or is it lazy? Like, it's like, come on, give us some different words. It is kind of nice, but at the same time, it's just like you just have the one.
They do
word.
have different words, but they don't go into it though.
But like Hakujin or whatever,
Yeah,
it's not
like-
bad. It just means white
Yeah.
person. All right, next myth. Doobity boop. Japanese love nature. I don't know. Is this from Ghibli movies?
Where'd you hear this myth from?
I don't even know, but I feel like I've heard a lot. But it's just like, we live in Osaka, man. There's no nature here at all. I mean, there's people that love climbing mountains, but that's the same everywhere.
Climbing mountains.
Oh, there's people who love fishing. Like, I don't know where that stereotype came from. Here's another one. Japanese food is healthy. The karage.
Yeah. Like, I guess when people say that, they're looking at the real old traditional meal
Like,
that no one eats.
like one little piece of fish,
Yeah.
one bowl of rice,
Yeah.
and some soup.
I'm like, no one eat, like, no. The traditional meal is going to that Yoshinari across the street.
Oh, yeah. Was it Yoshinori and
Yeah.
Tsukiya?
Sukiya.
Yeah, Sukiya, yeah.
Some other shit like
the gyudon or whatever.
it's like no one's eating this shit like that.
Yeah, but it's just like, but Japanese people always promote that as like, we're so skinny because we have a healthy diet. I'm like, beer and karage and white rice, like that's healthy.
Yeah, a lot of their staple foods that they like is like just deep fried shit.
Anything.
Yeah,
Deep fried squid, deep fried octopus, fried.
They don't ovens is not a thing out here. It's no bacon.
Right, yeah, that's weird, but
it's just put that shit in the pan and fry it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good fruits and vegetables, but like most meals is gonna be fried chicken or beef.
Shit.
So, yeah, I don't know where that came from.
I don't know. One of their favorite meat meals is just like just burn up that beef, yakiniku.
Or what is it? It's not sukiyaki, is it? Yaki. Yeah, what's the one with the noodles and beef and all that shit?
You thinking about yakisoba? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. And it's like,
yakisoba.
Here's all this oil.
Oh yeah, that shit's
Here's a ton of salt. And as we know, there's not a whole lot of vegan options.
Oh. But I have been craving to go back to that vegan place.
It was good, but fair warning, everlasting farts. They were pretty potent.
That's that healthiness, baby.
I don't even know how that happens. I mean, because I've eaten curry before, but I've never had farts that bad.
No.
Okay, here's another one. You're going to love this.
Oh.
Japanese look young / beautiful. I knew you were going to do that laugh, too. I don't know. Is it just because it's like it's exotic to us from America? Like there's less Asians in America, so we think like, oh, they must look young. I don't know.
But also because to go off that, if we're in America, you see the TV and only the good shit.
That's what I was gonna say too.
So you see the stuff they want you to see.
Right, you're watching TV shows or movies.
Yeah,
it's like, but Hollywood actresses are gonna look young too.
Yeah.
So like, that's probably where that comes from. But like, the longer you live here, the more you're like, ooh, the women aren't as beautiful as I thought. Like the beautiful ones are like, I'd say, pretty good looking. But like, not everyone's.
It's like, you don't get that title.
When you first get here, I think your eyes are probably drawn to like, oh wow. But as the longer you live here, like,
right,
this is an unfortunate woman. Like all these other girls look nice.
It's like when I first moved to my apartment. It was my first apartment, and I was just happy to have my own place. I was like, oh, it's so nice. And then after a while, it's like, wait a minute. Like, after you get adjusted, you're like, wait a fucking minute.
Yeah.
This place is awful.
Yeah. Same we were talking with mine, like the Leo Palace, where you're like, oh, wow, I have my own apartment.
Yeah.
And then your friend comes like, this place is a prison.
Yeah, then you look like, you splash some water in your face.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Son of a bitch. Why didn't I see that before?
Is that like if you're dating a Japanese girl and you're like, oh, goddamn, she's so beautiful. And then your friend comes to visit and you're like, you're just fucking her, right? Like, you're like, no, we're gonna get married. Oh,
you put the engagement there, like, oh,
and then you're like, oh shit, what did I do? Yeah, I don't know.
I remember I went to one wine bar that I know,
and or by you?
By me, and the guy. There was two girls who, not like super ugly, but not attractive. And the bartender was trying to be cool. He was like, hey, how old do you think they look? I was like, I just said naturally, too. And I was like, I'm about, 28, 29. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what? You asked me how old they looked. I gave my honest opinion.
So was that their age, too?
Not they're like 23, 24.
Oh, but they looked
20. They did.
Okay. So was he trying to, what was his goal there?
I don't know what his goal, but they don't. I was like, look, man, they don't even look like that. So,
right, yeah.
Don't try to. Let's not bring up some topics that we can't stick to.
And a lot of girls I've seen at bars, just it's almost like you have to convince yourself, like, well, but they're Japanese, so like maybe they're better looking. But if you're after that night, you look at them and you're like, maybe they weren't what I thought.
You're like, interesting. That happened to me once. I was in the club and I met this chick.
Yeah.
Thought she was good looking. Then we went on a date. Still not bad, but
right.
Not what you thought it was, when you're in the bar and shit. You're just like, oh.
Yeah, but it's like that's the same in America.
Yeah, so
it's like, I guess no matter where you go, it's like there's attractive ladies here, there's ugly ladies here, there's ladies that are in between.
In between.
So, but I wonder if that one's less Japanese and more of an American thing, thinking that they look better than they, as a whole, like the average. But I don't know.
One more thing about the age thing. I will say, like, once Japanese people start showing their age, they show their age.
Well, yeah, where it's like maybe
maybe that's remember that manga thing you were saying, like it's like young and then just jumps to old.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's where it comes from, because once they show their age, it's like
we never talk.
I'm like, you are nowhere near. You're not in the need you dies no more, baby.
Oh, right, yeah.
You are not in your 20s.
Yeah, we never talked about that on the podcast though. It was one time I just realized, like, I wonder if people think Japanese people look young or look pretty or whatever. It's because in manga, you're either the characters are either junior high school,
but with like ripped up,
or like slam dunk, they're like the fucking Rock.
I'm just a 16-year-old student.
Suspension of disbelief, I guess. It's a great story, but whatever. All right, but it's like you're either gonna be high school age or elderly. Like, I'm thinking Dragon Ball, it's like everyone there's like, well, Goku starts as a kid, but it's either teens or early 20s, and then it just skips to Master Roshi, who's like 500 years old. But it's like, the more you think about manga, it's like there's not a whole lot of just adults portrayed. Right. Where in American comics, it's like everyone's an adult. You don't have any like child superheroes. Other than like Teen Titans or something.
It's like, where's the 30-year-old gentleman? Does 30 not exist?
But that's a good thing with, what is it? Berserk, where it's like, he's only a kid for a bit, and then he quickly becomes a man.
Oh, he becomes a man after he gets raped, of course.
Yeah, well,
he got him back though. He got him back.
Oh, right, yeah. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of manga that's like... Well, there's not a whole lot of manga that portrays anyone as being real life. Like, even in life, like, style mangas, like, oh, we're just kids at school. Like, none of that shit's real. But, okay, yeah, so that's another one. Like, Japanese look. And I almost wonder if that's because, like I'm from Indiana, where... there's a lot of obese people. But then you come here and there's like, there are obese people, but there's a lot of, most people are just, natural. Like, how do I explain to the listening audience that he just fucks with me all the time? And it's like every episode too. But they can't see it. All right, here's another one. Japanese dress very conservatively.
Oh, no.
That's not the case.
Oh, I ain't trying to get that runner.
I mean,
I ain't trying to get that runner.
Is this based on, like, people think they wear kimonos?
That's probably what they're thinking. Oh,
but kimonos are real flashy, too. Like,
that's true.
They cover up everything, but they're, like, not conservative by any means.
I actually noticed that they love their... I mean, I guess it's still city talking, but people love to look good out here, eh?
Oh, right, yeah.
Like, they'll buy expensive watches and shit, and...
Yeah.
Especially jewelry.
Yeah, but I guess, especially in Osaka, it's like a very fashionable area. But even when I lived in Kawagoya, nobody was conservative dressing. People just dress...
conservatives. There ain't no Mormons out here.
Just normal. Well, actually, I did get attacked by Mormons in Kawagoya. Like, I was like, ooh, white people. And then they were like, They were like, oh boy,
they look too weirdly happy.
And there was a group of them that came up to me and they're like, hi, how are you? And I'm like,
just visiting.
That's
what you just said.
Shit. I'm like, I'm good. And they're like, we're from Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm thinking like fucking Mormons, man.
Is that their base?
I guess they got kicked out of every other state. But yeah, and then I was thinking like, and then the guy's like, we're a bunch of Mormons. And I'm like, I was like, I know. And he's like, how'd you know? I'm like, you said Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm like, well, and what do you want from me? And he's like, we're just trying to spread the good word. I'm like, all right, see you later. I just left. Yeah, that was unfortunate.
I remember I had a run-in with them at the Taco Bell.
Here in
yeah, I was just eating my food, and two guys, they were all dressed up.
Yeah.
They all speak that certain kind of tone too. It's like, hey, I'm like, hey, well, he's like, yeah, how long you been living here? I was like, wait, who are these people? I was like, how long you been living here? They're like, oh yeah, we've been living here for a while. We're teachers. I'm like, oh, like English? Like, nah, we're Mormons.
Did you go, get the fuck out of here?
Then they're like, how long you been here? And I was like, I'm just visiting.
Oh, that's it?
So actually, I gotta go. I see you.
Yeah, but there was another, like, I was proselytized by, I guess they were Buddhists. Back in my Kawagoe apartment, they would come so often, too. It was like it was like two ladies, and they had all these pamphlets. They're like, do you know about the Kamakura Jidai? And I'm like, no. And they're like, can we give you some literature about the Kamakura Jidai? I'm like, okay. And then I took the paper, and I was like, I wonder if they poisoned it. I'm like, I'm going to die.
She grabbed your hand. Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, there's like the curse marks that's growing on my arm. That'd be interesting. But yeah, they kept coming back, and I was like, why? And here's the funny thing is, they were the least racist people I've met. Because normally when people meet you, they're like, they try and speak English to you, or they're like, they don't want to speak to you. But these people were just like, they saw me and they go, ooh. And then they're just like, like in Japanese.
Oh, you're right.
Is that Donkey Kong? But yeah, it was crazy. Like, she was just like, oh. And then it's like, all right, time to get into my spiel. I'm like,
oh, shit.
I'm like, that's interesting. I could just meet up with you to get Japanese practice.
Dude, because I told you about that when I was walking around Shin Osaka Station.
Okay.
And like two Japanese ladies, some, I don't know what it was, Buddhist shit, some shit like that. And then they came to me, and they were speaking just Japanese through the whole thing. Yeah. Explained it to me. And then at the end, they were like, all right, give us your phone number.
You're like, okay.
And I'm like, I'm not going to give you my real number. So I just shouted some number off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So this bitch, she pulls out her phone.
Oh, shit.
She dials it, then calls it. So I'm just standing there, and the phone's ringing. And I'm like, I don't got my phone on me. She's like, oh, someone's picking up. It's like, oh shit. I'm like, hang it up. And she like starts talking to this person on the phone.
That's the greatest prank phone call ever.
I don't know what she was like telling me. She was like, well, since I got you on the phone, let me tell you about the Buddha.
That's how the guy was like, what are you talking about? She's like, I don't give a shit. I'm just good. So
after that, I was like, all right, I'm out of here. You guys are too crazy for me.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Oh.
I gave her the fake phone number. She sat there and called it. I was like, what are you doing? Then someone answered. I was like, oh, shit. All right. I'm out.
Oh, wow.
I'm ouchie. Craziness.
Yeah, so if you come to Japan, you might get attacked by Buddhists or Mormons.
Or Christians.
Yeah, there's random churches, but I've never seen anybody in them. I'm so glad Japanese people aren't religious.
I know, it's a breath of fresh air.
And
say we give you guys your props.
Yeah. And for the most part, they'll just leave you alone. Where it's like,
yeah.
Why are you still living in Japan? The food's good. I can get drunk in public. Nobody bothers me.
Yeah. Food's good, pussy's good, drugs is good.
No, they're not.
Oh, I'm just kidding. But yeah, nah, I hear you.
All right. Doobity boo. Oh, well, dress conservatively. Boop, 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 boop. I mean, people wear suits, but they don't like it. And then, I mean, you see the construction workers, like, on the train in their construction get up, and you're like...
I do want one of those jackets just to see what it feels like.
Wait, they have, like, the built-in fan? Wait, does that work?
I don't know. I gotta know.
Can they make one for your dick?
So your ass, like just your asshole.
We know the construction job sucks. We got a dick sucker. You wear the suit and just enjoy hammering these nails.
Just like,
he's getting really into the job. Takeshi.
We should just like walk by. It's like, can we try one of those jackets just to see what it feels like?
I always want to ask them.
Ooh.
I mean, I see a lot of really slutty looking.
Oh yeah,
girls too.
Especially in our area.
But here's the thing: they don't got the bust for it.
They ain't got the bust.
Our big thing is like we see a lot of non-big butt girls wearing big butt pants.
I haven't seen a lot of big booby older ladies that aren't dressed to show their boobs. I'm like, oh, that old bitch had a pretty big rack. What's going on here?
Yeah,
I don't know why I've been seeing that lately.
but I see a lot of girls that have like I don't know if it's fake bras. Like I saw a girl that it was like a spring bouncing up and down. I'm like, even boobs that big don't bounce like that. Like it doesn't even look natural.
Yeah, those bras, they do wonders out this motherfucker. You can think you get home with something like, wait, what the fuck?
There's been times where even through the clothes, it's like you take a squeeze and you're like, this is all air.
What's going on here?
You don't have tits? And then you like get in the shirt and you're like, well, they're there, but
this is a guy. Hey y'all, this chick's a dude. This looks like a lady. They're like, oh, okay, there is a vagina down there.
Yeah. That's why I guess you should go there first. I don't know.
Nah.
All right, doodly ding dong, doodly day. Japanese always obey the rules. Maybe, sometimes, at work. I even put that in there so I could remember. I put all these dots.
Wait, maybe,
sometimes.
At work?
When they're at work. Even at work, they break the rules when they can.
Oh, yeah.
When you can get away with it.
Yeah.
At my work, they're always like, all right, we got these deadlines. And they're like, the parents will show up and they're like, well, the deadline was last week, but money, please. And the company's not going to complain.
Tickets, please.
I mean, who is promoting that one? Do you think Japan promotes that they're like following the rules? Because I don't know why any other country would make that up.
Yeah, I think they're a pretty heavy promoter of that one.
But it's so obviously not true.
It's not at all.
Like, there's not a lot of. I don't know if this is true. There's not a lot of thieving.
Oh, there's a lot of thieving.
But that's what I read online.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of thieving? I always see in the news someone tries to do something like hack a ATM or something.
Oh.
But I've never heard of someone robbing a bank here.
I wish I could do that. Hack an ATM.
Where you put like the stethoscope up to it and ching 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 ching.
Or that kid did off the Terminator 2 movie. He's just like, he just put something in the machine and just get a bunch of money.
It just shoots out. But yeah. Do you know anybody who obeys the rules?
I know a lot of people who tell me
to obey the rules.
No, that they obey the rules. But then once you start digging deeper, you realize that's not the case at all. That's what it's all about, just digging deeper.
Is this the Ukester?
I mean, I'm just talking about everybody.
Just everybody tells you that they obey the rules.
Like, I got friends whose dads have businesses. He's like, yeah, I know my dad used to get money from the Yakuza to start his business.
Oh, shit, really?
It's like, oh, okay, so all that rule talk is for just for show.
It's for after you have the business.
Yeah, so it's just how life. They have the same mindset. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right, yeah.
And then when you get what you want, then you can talk all that bullshit.
Yeah, the rules with the employees, not the employer.
That's basically what it is.
And that's the same as America. That's what we're saying.
Be faithful to your job. Wait, didn't you quit your job and start your own business?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but be faithful to me. For life.
This is a highly promoted thing in Japan. There's a stereotype that nobody quits their job in Japan. Oh, man, and they're like, it's so easy in America. You can get a different job every week. And you're like, I don't think people do that. But then I was looking up on it, and it's like, oh, Japanese jobs pay you more the longer you work there. Like, you don't have to negotiate for raises. They just build it into your contract. So it's like, so obviously you're going to stay.
But I'll learn from working at all these damn Ayakawas I worked at, especially the adult ones.
Yeah.
A lot of people quitting their jobs. I always hear a story like, yeah, I didn't like that job, so I left it, just did this job for a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay.
From the English teachers or from your students?
From the students.
Oh, okay. So they're even admitting like, oh, no, we just...
Some were low-level jobs, but some were like decent jobs where they're like, yeah, well, I left there and I started my own thing. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, so it's like... Is that I don't know what that's even promoting, though.
It for some reason, it gets a lot of these rules I figured out get a lot of obedience, not from Japanese people.
Who are you talking about?
But from foreigners.
Really?
Yeah, because a lot of foreigners, and I've been affected, come here thinking all these rules and regulations.
Yeah.
And so we're walking around looking fucking retarded, and people are like, why are they acting like that?
Right, yeah.
Like, I know we all got foreigner friends that are like bowing like fucking crazy, and
my thing about that is
we're going to start recording so people can actually see our actions.
But we'll just record you. He's ridiculous. I'm very normal.
What are you saying?
Here's my thing about the foreigners that act like that. You don't act like that in your home country. So is that the person you want to be? And you're like, but if I move to Japan, they have this work culture where I can bow and be submissive. But in America or wherever, you don't do that. So you act differently at work. Like, I don't know why you would just change depending on what country you're in. Like people who do the whole now we do gotta start recording because that was pretty funny. That whole gesture and the tone of voice from like, that's not even your real voice. But it's like, but those people don't act like that when they speak English. So is it like they secretly want to have someone kind of telling them what to do? Or
I don't know, because Japan they promote that shit hard though.
Yeah.
Japan and foreigners promote that bullshit hard. I don't know. But should we start recording? Is it time?
Are you gonna buy me a bunch of video cameras? Hey, Joe Rogan, you got all that new money. Get into some cameras.
I don't know.
We'll let you on the show for free.
Are you ready to show your face?
Oh, it's on Patreon. If you donate $5, you can see.
Ooh. Only $5. It's basically free.
It's basically free.
What you just spend? You spend $10 on on something you don't remember what you spent $10 on.
You spent $15 on that goddamn gospel Kanye record.
Come on, man.
He just made it up as a goof. You can't give us money to not teach English.
You spending $5 on Netflix, $5 on Amazon Prime. You got that Amazon Prime fast membership. You got
HBO Go and HBO Max.
Go and HBO Max. You can come on, man. $5. You won't even know it's gone.
Yeah, it's great.
You just drank like 20 beers last night and wasted $100. You got $5. Damn. Shit.
This is the best episode yet.
I can't give them $5. Would you? You remember what you spent $5 on yesterday?
Oh shit! Is that a new comb?
That's what it is.
This one's green. My other one's blue.
Damn.
All right, Japanese always obey the rules. Blah blah blah. Yeah, have you
It's
ever?
just $5.
We should have one episode that's just give us money.
Just give us the fucking money. Damn. Damn, man. Stingy ass motherfuckers.
You're getting it for free, and you don't even bother giving us free fucking money. Come on, man.
You sitting at work just jerking off, and we providing you entertainment for 45 minutes plus. You will get a hooker that gives you enough attention for that long.
You're paying Disney $1,000 a year to go to their park once? Because you bought the membership and you thought, I'll just go back every month. It ain't happening. It's Corona season, boys. And girls.
You bought that stupid Disney Plus package for a bunch of movies you already had the VHS copies of.
But The Mandalorian was so good.
Wait, is Disney Plus even still a thing? That was
Did they get rid of it? We got the money. That would be great. Disney minus a few bucks out of your wallet. All right.
They took out the best movie, A Song of the South. What's it called?
I think you're thinking of HBO. Fuck, what was that movie? Oh, Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, that
was HBO, I think.
No, the Zippity Doo Dah.
Songs of the South.
Yeah, they took out Songs of the South, so you ain't even getting no enjoyment from it.
It's an instant classic. Whew. That's odd. I could complain about Gone with the Wind for a bit, but let's get back to the topic. God, we're living in ridiculous times.
I never seen Gone with the Wind. That's the one when the girl's like being a slut and she was fucking a bunch of different guys, right?
That's the one where the guy pushes a pregnant woman down a staircase.
Oh, what?
And then I go, that's my fetish.
Wait, what's Gone with the Wind about?
Post Civil War.
But the main character's like this woman, right?
I think it's between a woman and a man. I think he has a pencil mustache.
The woman likes the guy, but the guy doesn't like the woman.
I think so. But yeah, I think you're right. I've only seen it once. It's a great movie, but it's like it was made in a time where people made movies about what life was like instead of like, well, let's just change it to be modern times. It's like
just some big white Bertha bitch.
Yeah, a movie made
honey bunny.
A movie made in the 40s wasn't gonna have a.
I don't know what to do, Stacy.
It's just like you can't get mad at a movie for portraying life as it was at the time. Like, that's ridiculous.
But was that? I don't know. I never seen Gone with the Wind, but it wasn't even like the big part of the movie, was it?
I mean, there's black people in it.
Yeah, but were they really even in it, or was it kind of just like, oh, okay, just in passing?
I mean, there's
it wasn't like Song in itself where a black guy no. breakdancing and shit. It's just like, hey, pass me those candles, nigga, and that's it. Like,
oh, I didn't know they said that word. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, people. It's a bad movie. I mean, it's just ridiculous. All right. Also, God damn it! I'm so sorry.
Oh, is that what you say when you come too early?
No, I go, God forgive me, and I blow my brains out. You don't remember? Didn't you? That was a reference to The Room. When he's like trashing the place and he gets the gun out and he's like, God forgive me. Oh. What are we talking about? Stereotypes? Okay, anywho.
Are we going back? You got any more? What's up? You about to say something?
About black people? All right. I got one more.
Oh. But hold on. Wait. One more stereotype and one more thing you got to say?
I got both.
Oh, all right. Say the thing, then I'll say, then we'll do the one more stereotype.
And then you'll yell at me.
No.
We've had it so hard. These 150 years. No. I'll save it for later.
No, not saying that.
All right.
We here.
So, in Australia, of all places, I guess they're going to ban a thing. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was like butter or something. And it was called, like, coons or coon or something. And they're like, this is racist. And I was like, wonder if it is. And I checked. And it was like, it's the guy who made its last name.
Oh.
And it's like, it's not racist to have a name.
There's a white guy that made it?
Yeah, and it's like, it's in Australia too. It's like, I don't know any black Australians.
Ah,
Who did someone fly to Australia and they're like, I'm going to start
Oh.
trouble. Like, I'm going to get mad about stuff.
I did meet two black Australian chicks in Japan,
Damn it.
but they were fine as fuck.
You're always making me look like
I was
a
gonna rape them bitches. Wait a minute. Oh shit, we recorded.
My racist rants. But
no, I mean, that's taking it too ridiculous. We ain't worried about fucking butter names. That's not the problem at hand.
it's his actual name.
Yeah, I ain't worried about that.
But okay, anyways.
Coons. Well, I was looking at that beer.
Speaking of coons,
It reminded me of root beer. And there's a Filipino place, like a Filipino little mini restaurant.
okay,
But it's so like hidden in the cut. And I went in and it was like a Filipino lady, not
Okay.
the hot kind,
ooh,
the other kind. You know
now they go both ways. It's like you got 10s and you got 1s.
This is true. But you already know what I'm talking about. Like, it's like, all right, you're not the hot kind of Filipino. You're kind of like the
one that works at the restaurant.
But then there was like one, I guess, Japanese owner guy who was just sitting on a chair.
Okay,
And I was just looking through their stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't know where I was going with that story. That's all I had. But it was just
I don't remember what we're talking about.
shit.
Filipinos, ugly.
Shit. Filipino little. It wasn't even a restaurant. It was like a little grocery store, but it was like
Okay.
probably smaller than this room.
Oh, sure. Okay.
One of those just small. I'm like, what the fuck's going on in here?
Yeah, in Kawagoya there were a few Thai restaurants, and I was the only white guy that ever went in there. I was like, I don't think they're ripping me off, but it was clearly a place where random Thai people came to like drink and bitch about Japan.
But I think that would be a good friendship to make with some Thai people.
It would be,
Or
but I
just.
didn't know their language. Was it another fucking language I gotta learn?
But they all speak English really good, though.
They weren't speaking it to me. Okay, let's go back to some. I don't think I'll cut that out. Maybe I'll make it like its own little thing.
Oh.
Okay, obedient.
Obedience.
That's another thing with the masks. People say like, "Oh, the Japanese, there's no coronavirus there because they are obedient and they listen to the government." It's like, God, trying to make a point. He's punching snakes.
I'm hearing you. I'm
But
about to add on to your point too.
but-
I'm listening.
But like, there's a lot of people that just go around coughing everywhere.
Actually, I've been on the news.
It's getting bad in Osaka.
Yeah. I was just gonna say you've been listening. Like, actually, I mean, I guess no one's dying, but like,
Yeah,
cases are up.
yeah, and that's the
They're
thing.
like, stay out of number. Who made them? You're like, well, you already opened it back up.
Yeah, but it's like, but people in America think, oh, they're so obedient and they'll just stay home. No. Can't get pussy at home.
You want me to fuck my wife?
Oh yeah.
fuck?
That's the thing. Where
What?
I saw a lot of beer stocking up at the grocery store during the whole Corona thing. Like, if I'm gonna be
this
home,
husband, I just made him for the money.
Oh right, yeah. My kids are dumb as hell. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that was a lot. Oh, should I even? We're getting kind of high up there. All right, all right.
What else? How many more you got?
I'll save one for a different podcast. We'll end it with another one.
All right.
Japan really loves foreign stereotypes. They fucking love Chinese stereotypes.
Okay, I thought you were saying this like the stereotype is that Japan loves stereotypes.
Oh, no.
You're saying
they themselves love stereotypes of other people.
Yes.
Like, for some reason, Chinese people in manga are always accompanied by a panda. Like,
panda.
Like, what is it? Rama half? I think it's like a
that
Chinese guy and a panda, and then you're like, what is it? Full Metal Alchemist. You're like, this little Chinese girl, and she just has a panda.
Oh, she did.
I think her name was Lynn or something.
I don't
I don't know. Reen? I don't know. But she had a panda, and it's like, they just love the Chinese, they love their pandas, don't they?
Or like if there's any random black person in manga, he's always big and has sunglasses. I mean, I wear sunglasses, but...
Oh, shit. We don't have a massive afro.
Yeah, but it's always big and just like very stereotypical looking, like, oh.
Plus, I've seen some old manga where it's like, you weren't even trying to draw a person. What did you think this was?
What is this, Mr. Popo? What the fuck?
Hey, I love Mr. Popo. He's great.
Cool. He's cool.
He's cool. It is weird that a lot of old manga is Chinese based though. Like Dragon Ball's based on a Chinese story.
Oh, that's right. The little monkey.
Little Chinese monkey.
Little monkey boy. Have you ever seen that? I don't know if it was from Japan or Monkey Magic. That anime.
Monkey Magic?
Monkey Magic.
Monkey Magic.
Yeah.
No, what is that?
It's like an anime.
Where are we going with this? Please keep listening. We'll get back.
It's a monkey. He has like a power pole. And he flies on a cloud.
Oh, is it a movie?
Nah, it might have been a movie, but it's also a...
Because that's like the Chinese, what is it? Journey to the West?
And he's fighting like Asian gods.
Yeah. Where are we going?
It had a cool theme song too.
Shala. Hey, shala. But okay, here's another foreigner one. I don't know if this is Japan or if it's just Asia in general. Have you heard of something called Ladies First?
Are you talking about the concept of like letting the lady go first? Is that what you're saying?
But in Japan, have you ever heard a Japanese woman say "ladies first"?
No.
Okay, this has happened to me with two different people.
Oh shit! See, we fucked me up. Wait, a Japanese girl told you this?
Two. Well, the first was Chinese, and
she don't count.
I think. Well, that's why I'm saying Asian. I don't know if that's a stereotype, but they think like in America, men do anything for women, and women can walk over them, and it's okay. And it's like, what part of America have you been? I've seen some trailer.
Well, I oughta pow right in the kisser.
I've seen some trailer girls who would beg to differ. But yeah, like I think we went to a restaurant, and I didn't, because in Japan, yeah, it was in Japan, but it was a Chinese girl.
Okay.
I think I didn't pay or something, because in Japan you split it evenly with girls on dates, which is nice. I ain't gonna complain, and it's how it should be. But she was like, "Oh, you're not going to do ladies first?" And I was like, "What the fuck is doing ladies first? Like, I'll do you first, and I'll fuck some guy." And she's like, "In America, you do." I'm like, "What? Whoa, what?" She's like, "In America,
you gonna tell me?
In America, they have ladies first, and that means this, and this." And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "But that's what I believe, so we're gonna do it." I'm like, "No."
You should have sort of like, have you been to America? No? All right, then shut up.
Yeah. And then there was another girl, though, one in episode 12 that we released on Patreon.
Ooh.
You gotta pay $5 to listen.
You gotta pay $5.
The girl I
it's just $5. Come on.
Go Haku in.
Go Haku in.
One coin.
One big shiny coin. It's weighing you down. You gotta get it off you.
Do you like, off topic again, do you like that Japan's $1 and $5 is a coin? It's good and bad.
I don't know if I like it or if I just got used to it.
I know.
I don't know.
It's weird.
Because I do like having $1 bills.
Yeah.
But that's because at the bar, you usually have to tip $1. In America, we're getting too deep.
But you can't put a sin-in coin down a lady's bra.
This is true. What am I supposed to just throw a bunch of coins at the...
Flip it up at her with your thumb.
So if you want to tip a stripper, you gotta give her $10 minimum.
And she's not even gonna go home with you.
That's fucking crazy.
Okay, well, ladies first. Yeah, so I dated another girl, and our first date, and then she was like, "I was really offended by you." I'm like, "What?" Because other than the podcast, I'm not an offensive person, I don't think. I feel like it just comes out of me. But also, people gotta learn to lighten up. Like, you can't be offended by just people talking.
I don't know, man.
But okay. So, anyways, I didn't pay because I was like, well, we're in Japan, we're playing by Japanese rules. So, I was like, we'll split it evenly.
Right.
And she's like, I was so offended by that.
Well, where did you guys go to eat?
A place in Awaji we talked about before, Just Meat.
Oh,
God, I gotta take you there. It's so
meat.
good. But
We should go to Awaji.
But it's only good for the restaurants.
All right, we'll go to the restaurant.
Yeah. All right, okay. So then she was like, in America, you have ladies first. She's like, I've heard this before. And I was like, no, we don't. And she's like, well, and there was another thing. Was like, well, I want you to pay for me. I'm like, why are you being so demanding?
Then he was like, is this why you went out with me? Because you want me to pay?
It's like, this is a Japanese girl too. So it's like, is that an Asian thing where they think, is that from movies? Like, I don't know.
Stereotypes. We can go. We should have to. All right. Oh, next episode. Let's do the reverse stereotypes. The stereotypes Japanese people have of other foreigners.
Okay, so we should end it here at an hour, and we'll do that as a separate topic.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. Cause that could go for a long time.
That's
too.
a nice cliffhanger, boys.
Ooh.
So donate that $5 to Patreon.
It's $5. You just won't waste money on McDonald's. You need to die anyway. 2 Big Macs? How about a Big Mac and some goddamn entertainment? Shit. It's $5, Chris. Shit. Turn it off, man. Just turn it off. I'm done.
You're gonna spend $5 on $5 menu items. You could just get one and give us the rest. Come on, man.
5 Guys burgers and fries, but their cheapest burger ain't even $5. But damn, that shit's delicious though. Have you had 5 Guys?
No.